Hi folks, it's Kev here from Inspiring Games, and this is the first in a series of episodes where we want to break down Legends Untold into bite-sized chunks just to help you learn the game a bit better. So when you take it all out of the box, the first thing I would do is don't panic. There are lots of cards here, but actually it's fairly straightforward how you set them all up once you know what you're doing. The main point, as you can see on the screen here, are that we've got hero stuff on one side, so just remember this is the hero section, and then we've got adventure stuff on the other side. Moving across, the first thing you're obviously going to have are the rulebook and the relevant campaign guide. So for the caves it will be this one, for the sewers it will be the green one, and you'll need these to refer to the game as you go. And then what I'd recommend you do is find the 4 occupation cards. These are what we call double pokers, so they are twice the size of a normal card. Each of these cards here is reversible, so it will have a male on one side and female character on the other. Please note all the stats are exactly the same, so you should have 4 in the cave set, 4 in the sewers, and there are 2 in the current 3 booster sets that we've got, another 2 to collect and use if you wish to try out those rules. So take your occupation cards and put them to one side. Then take your skill talents, that's these ones here with the book on the back. So they've all got a darker shade of brown here. Okay, collect those together into one set, and they've got a book on the back. This gives you a set here. And then take your skill talents, which have got a lighter shade of wood on the background. Each of them will have a weapon on it as well, and you can see the weapon talent symbol on the back as well. Okay, so you should now have occupations, skill talents, weapon talents. The next set will be the weapons themselves. Please note you should have 6 weapons in the initial caves or sewer set. Each of these is reversible. What happens is you have the base weapon here, so this is your sax, and then you upgrade it to get your lang sax in due course. You might find these are a bit odd with this weird cut out part that's reversed. There's nothing wrong with the card, that is how you actually assemble them, which I'll show you later on. Couple of things I'd like to point out on the weapon cards as well. Please note if it is a ranged weapon, then it first of all will have some kind of ammunition marker on it. So the rough bow has infinite ammo, the rough spear has 1 ammunition, that's what this part is here. When you upgrade it, you move up to 2 spears. Okay, don't say we don't spoil you in Legends Untold. And so the other thing I'd like to point out here would be that for a melee weapon, you will have a slightly different combat track. That's this part here. You will have critical, strike, advance, trade blows, pushback, and fail. But on a ranged only weapon, you will have critical, strike, advance. Note there is no trade blows because it's not a melee weapon, and there is no pushback, but there is a miss symbol. So when you've got a ranged hero in the team and they roll, if they do poorly, they will either miss or they will fail, which means they strike somebody else in the team, assuming there are multiple players. So those are your weapons here. We'll then move on to your kits. Each of the kits, again, same comment as above, these upgrade in due course to something better, and they have this funny bit down the side which we use to build our character tableau in due course. And then finally we have outfits, which again they flip over and do something similar to the they work in a similar way to the kit and the weapons, in that you build your character as you go. So that covers off the hero section of what you would get in the cave set. So bear with me, I'm just going to move all of the tokens and dice and take them up here and take them out of the way. There we go. And we're going to build 4 heroes. So let's start off with the Farmhand. We're going to take the Farmhand here. Okay, and the first thing we need to do is decide, is it going to be male or female? I'm going to go with the male on this occasion. and I'm going to give it a weapon. So let's give the farmer the rough bow. Importantly, when you take the weapon, to start with, you take the non-upgraded version of it. Okay, so you'll see that it says upgraded. Unfortunately, that's not the one we get, folks. So it's the non-upgraded version of it. Take this weapon and put it under the card. Okay, because what we're trying to achieve, you can put it here if you wish, because you've only got one weapon. Okay, is that you are basically hiding this part. This is what happens if you break the weapon. That's only used in legendary mode. We're not going to worry about that for just now, so just put it there. Okay, and actually taking a weapon. Now you need to take 3 talents. We typically recommend you take 2 skill talents and a weapon talent, but you can take 3 skill talents if you wish. You could even take multiple weapon talents, although you will die quite quickly, I would suggest, because you'll be good at combat and combat only. And also, I would say that the game would be less fun because you're literally kind of building a weapon specialist but can't really take part in any of the other tasks. And Legends is deliberately meant to be about 30 to 40% combat only. The majority of it is not actually combat oriented. Part of the reason why you get 2 weapon talents to 3 skill talents. It's deliberate. We thought that one through. So what I'm going to do is take a weapon talent for the Farmhand. So the one in particular that I'm looking for is this one here, Accurate. I actually only want the 1 card. So I'm going to embarrass myself on Tabletop Sim by not knowing the quick way of doing that. But I'm going to take Accurate here, okay, and place it under the weapon so that I'm aware what it is. Please bear in mind these 2 icons here, okay. This one here means it comes from the bow family group. Obviously the picture gives it away as well. You cannot use a weapon talent that is not got the same. So for what I mean is, there's the sacks that we would use with a different hero, which you can see is a stylized short sword or long knife. You know, that does not match the talent here, so you cannot use that with the weapon. Okay, so I'm going to take Accurate, and the other 2 skill talents I'm looking for are called Tenacious and Dependable. So I'm going to take Tenacious out, and I'm going to take Dependable out. Okay, so there we go. There's Dependable, and here's Tenacious. So that is me having now built the Farmhand. To save time, I have created all 3 heroes, and I just have some finishing touches that I wanted to show you before we close off on this video. So what we've done so far is obviously create the farmhand here, the student and the forge hand. Now worth noting please that the student has the rough spear, which starts off with 1 ammunition. So I need to grab 1 ammo counter from my pile of tokens up here. Okay, and place this on the card. When you apologies, when you place this on this card even. When you upgrade that spear, when it needs 2 ammo, obviously you need to do is just flip over the ammo token. But this is just to show that we've got that ammo token, so that if you throw that spear, then you don't have that spear to use until you retrieve it later on in the combat. This is different, and it's a subtle difference, but I wanted to make it clear, to the axe. The axe has no ammo. It is a melee. You see this the melee icon here. It's a melee icon, as opposed to the spear, which has melee and ranged, or the bow, which is ranged. That's not everybody notices this. The axe is a melee weapon, but you can throw it with a specific talent. So Mighty Throw here, use as your ranged attack, and then you cannot use it until the end of the combat. And that's based on some research that it is generally easier. You need to be less highly trained to successfully throw a spear than an axe. In any event, gamification wise, we think it's more fun. So that's why there is an ammo token on the spear, but not on the axe. This is a melee weapon, this is a mixed weapon. So just wanted to really clarify that before I close off in this video. You should now have, at the end of this, your rules. These cards you don't need now until you upgrade, and 3 heroes. Just wanted to say thanks very much for watching, and if these are helpful, we'll make some more. Thank you.